It doesn't matter how much you know about implementation or writing layers or any of these kind of video game terms. None of that matters if you can't write music well. So the first thing for me is always learning your craft. And it doesn't matter where the music is going ultimately. This is when it's in your head and you're still thinking about it. You've got to know how to basically see it through completion practically on your own these days and have it stand on its own with everything else that's out there. And a lot of that doesn't come down to what plugins you have. I mean, sure,
alrighty, it's about that time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Hello everyone, I hope we're all doing well today. Let me say hi to everybody. Hi N, I know you're very likely not still here, but hello. Demonic Pillow, hello. Let me move over to my office. Hi Lucas, no need to chat. Thank you for redeeming the introverts. Hello, it's so good to see you. And hi Elle, I hope your haircut goes great. Yeah, I hope everybody is having a good day. I decided to move my craft streams to Tuesdays because that's when Steam does their like weekly updates, and I'm always playing Dead by Daylight when that happens, and then I get kicked out of the game and I have to wait like 10 minutes. So I figured this would be better. Ender actually made this recommendation and I think it was a good one, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my crafting screen. Hello. We are working on commissions, and my yarn is stuck under my keyboard. Give me 1 second. There we go. So yeah, I'm working on commissions today. This is the first of 3 in this batch. Let me see if I can show the camera the project we're working on. So this is effectively what we're working on. I don't know if it'll be able to focus closer. Yeah, a little bit. You can kind of see my ring light. Yeah, it's gonna be a black and white dog and not an orange and like linen color. But yeah, I'm working on the head right now. I already finished the body, which is just kind of like this vase shape, kind of. Almost looks like a drawstring sack or something, but this piece is done, and it has this huge tail to sew the head onto. Oh, sorry, my model freaked out because I was covering it up. But yeah, I was in the middle of a row when I last stopped, and I think I know where I am, so I'm just gonna get right back into it. I have like 2 more rows after this, I think. But yeah, just gonna chill, do some crocheting, relax. I have some coffee too, which is nice. I tried the mocha flavor of the sampler I got, and it was really good, so I decided to try another flavor. I made the Cinnabon, and I'm hoping that I like it. Oops, I goofed that. But yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I mixed it up. It's all good. And yeah. I'll sip on that once it's not too hot to drink. I should probably pop the lid open so that it can let out some of the steam and cool off a bit. But I hope everybody is having a wonderful start to their week. I got a lot of progress done on this project yesterday. What actually happened was I was working on a different pattern for this project, and it just wasn't turning out. The leg pieces, you kind of like stitch them together. Hi Ophelia, how are you doing? So good to see you. But yeah, the other pattern I was making, the legs were crooked, and I think I did them wrong because the instructions were incredibly unclear, and it was just a really rough pattern all around, not very accessible. So I scrapped it. I tried to save the yarn, and the yarn that I was using was sticky and just ripped whenever I pulled it apart. So I ended up just throwing the pieces away because I couldn't get them to pull apart. But now we're doing a different project, and it's going a lot better, and the yarn that I'm using is a lot better too, so. I'm good, thank you. How are you? So good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you've had a good day. I'm just working on a little puppy dog today. And I might run out of yarn, and if that happens, I will start working on the next piece that's in line, which is a little frog. And I think that will be fun. The request was actually a frog and a pilot hat, so that will be fun. I'll probably have to make up the pattern. I don't like a lot of the frog patterns that exist. Yeah. The fox who knits has been invaded by the lazy fennec. Hi, Lucas. This is crochet, it's not knitting. I don't knit. I don't know how. I've never been able to figure it out. Crocheting is a lot easier to me. But I hope you're having a good day. This music is a vibe. Pretzel has such good music to just kind of like listen to and work to. Oh, and I just remembered I was gonna show y'all. On my own time, this took me like a half hour tops, but I saw this on TikTok. I made a little froggy fidget toy, which is like so much fun. Come on, focus. Can we focus a little bit, please? I guess not. But it has a hair clip inside, so you can like I don't know if you can hear it. So it's like clicky. And it's really nice. I had a lot of fun making it. But all you do is you make a tube, and then these like hair clips that you know, barrettes that you would wear as like a kid. You put these inside. You wrap it with yarn so that this part doesn't pop out. And then you can just, but it's covered in yarn so it doesn't hurt your fingers. It was such a fun little project. It took me like no time at all to whip up, but this is like one of my new favorite fidget toys. It's so good. And you can make it look however you want. You can just give it a cute little face. But I had a lot of fun with that project, and I figured I should share. I think I posted about it on Twitter and on Fanhouse. Fanhouse, I did a little video so you could hear the clickies, and then Twitter, I just posted a picture. But I think I made that like a week or two ago. I can't remember. It was so fun. Love making just little bits and bobs like that. I think this is the last row of just plain single crochets, and then I will move on to whatever is next. Can you not? I hate all the ads on free pattern sites. I know they need to make their money somehow. Just, I hate all the pop-ups and crap. Like, I just want to look at my pattern. Also, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this at all, but after I finished making Cheeky's model recently, me and Ender both realized that we know a lot better now how to create and rig models, so I'm thinking I might remake my model. Maybe. When I have the time and energy, probably after I finish up commissions. But, sorry, moving that yarn out of the way. But yeah, I think I want to keep the design like relatively the same, but with some tweaks. A little bit different art style, a little bit different look to it, just a little. So, I don't know. Hi, Matthew. How you doing? We're working on a little puppy dog today. Okay. What do I need to do now? Okay, really quickly, I think I need to switch out my chairs. I'm not even gonna put my BRB screen on. I'm just gonna switch my chairs out. Give me one sec. I need to switch to my no back pain chair. I've got a friend who might be interested in your VTuber. They don't stream until tomorrow at least, though. Are you saying they would want to commission me? I haven't opened VTuber model commissions at all. I would have to work that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can send them my way on, I don't know if you use Twitter. But, you know, my DMs are always open on Twitter, and yeah. Hi, Faye Liar. You had the best idea. Okay. You know how some fiction writers have managed to make fictional languages? Yeah, I do. I think that's a pretty cool concept. My coffee's cool enough to sit on yet. It's still a little bit hot. I don't like that flavor as much as the mocha, but it's not bad. What if a streamer made a language exclusive to their channel that they can speak and their viewers and such could learn? Well, it's not exactly the same, but I feel like a lot of streamers interact with their chats in ways that other people don't understand. I know it's like a thing on like Blizzbear's channel that it's like an achievement if you can get banned from his chat. So like, I don't know. I feel like it's sort of a thing, but not in the way that you're saying. But that is a cool concept. I certainly don't have the kind of energy to do that sort of thing, but yeah. An interesting concept. Yeah, I get you. I get your meaning. Only thing I could think is that, like, personally, I don't jive with that idea because then, you know, parts of your stream would become inaccessible to people who don't, you know, who don't know that language, you know? But, like, I'm not saying it's a bad concept, just me personally. I want my content to be as accessible to everybody as possible, you know? But I think with like certain genres of streaming and stuff that could work really well and be cool. Let's see. Doesn't matter your primary language, as long as you learn this language, you can understand most everyone. Yeah, I guess so. But that requires you to learn the language, you know? That's hard. As someone who knows, like, 4 languages, that's hard. I swear, anyone who can crochet, knit, or sew are also talented. These forms of art never cease to be an excitement to see. It's just so cool seeing things built from the ground up and seeing it progress to be something awesome. Really, it can for anything that builds up, but handcrafted project like this I always love to see. Yeah! When I first started streaming fiber crafting, I was worried nobody would be interested, but what I learned is that a lot of people are actually really fascinated by it, which is really cool. And it makes me happy because it's one of those things I really enjoy. I only started crocheting like November of last year, I think, and look at me now. I take commissions for it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's definitely really cool to see like a project progress right before your eyes, and it starts as this string and it turns into this. It's hard, but it's possible. That's true, yeah. Probably have to use an existing alphabet because emotes probably wouldn't make an efficient alphabet. Yeah, probably not. Although, I guess depending on the emotes, some people do succeed in communicating through emotes. Oh, thank you, Cyan. Hello, how are you doing, friend? Oh my god. Y'all that just roll in here and like shit and fart. It's just so funny. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will take that. I have some water. Go. Doing good. How about you? I'm good. I'm good. Working on a little puppy dog project today. And yeah, I had to rip apart a different one. I'm sorry and or you're welcome, Amy. It is a Cheeky shirt. Cheeky has a merch store. It's hard to show, but this is their logo. And it's a sweatshirt. I just have the sleeves pulled up. It's one of my favorite shirts. It's like my comfort shirt. But hi Amy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Keep putting my hands in front of my my camera for my VTuber model. Oh, thank you for shouting Cheeky out. Cheeky actually just dropped some more new merch today. Including a poggle, so a jackal pog, and a the bloody yeeted emote. So yeah, fitting I got this emote on the random one because I really didn't want this. Is there a specific one you wanted? I think all of my emotes are unlockable because they're all tier 1. Let's see, what do I do now? Creates. Oh, you wanted the knife fox again? It's a good one, it's a good one. I like that one and the mischief emote, they're both really funny. Yeah, both of my emote artists are amazing. One of them streams. Tay at Clever Girl Games made my knife fox, my mischief emote, and my sad emote, and she is very talented. And then the rest of my emotes were made by my friend Jen, who does not stream but has a Twitter where I don't think she really posts, but she exists and she's cool. But yeah, they're both very talented artists. Hey, there it is. The only thing I don't like about the unlock a random emote is that it can give you the same one over and over again. That happened to me the other day when I was trying to unlock a specific one of Cheeky's emotes. It kept giving me the bloody yeeted one over and over. And I was like, no, I want the poggle. Should I just do? Oh god. Okay. I had to make sure I was doing this right. Here's one out to the chat. But I wanted the knife! Oh no. Everyone just unlocking emotes. I think there's one I can set up that lets you pick the emote that you want, and maybe I'll do that after today's stream. I have so much stuff I need to set up. For charity things. Gotta go check the mail. No worries. Wait, you can modify it and add a finger gun? I didn't know you could do that. That's so funny. I've never seen that before. Or if I have, I forgot about it. Because I knew you could, like, squish them and make them black and white. The finger gun is so funny.
You're stinky baby. You smell so bad. You smell like wet beef or old tuna side.
Sigh and the glasses. Just completely off to the side. I just noticed the non-binary tag. Yes, I'm non-binary. My pronouns are they, them, or ze, them. There's an example. Oh, you got a double play!
Stinky baby, you smell so bad. You smell like wet beef or old tuna sauce.
Oh, my stitch markers are right here. Okay. I want to make sure I know where I'm putting the eyes. I want to line them up properly. Yeah, I'm non-binary. Yeah. For a while, when I was in high school and college, I thought I was trans-masc, and then I realized that I hard overcorrected from being cis. So it turns out I'm actually non-binary, which is pretty darn cool. Yeah, the non-binary hearts, so good. Gender fluid, heck yeah. There's actually at least a good handful of gender fluid people in my community. I don't know if any of them are here right now. But I know N, one of my mods, is also gender fluid. And Cheeky, I believe, is gender fluid. Twy, who usually can't make my streams because, they are completely across the world from me, but they are also gender fluid. Non-binary too, yeah! Love to see it. Can I please? Thank you. But yeah, part of why I do VTubing is because I'm non-binary and sometimes dysphoria is a lot, so it's really nice to not have to have my face on screen, you know? I have started posting selfies as locked sets on my fan house, so if you do want to see my face, you know, you can pay money and then pay more money, but I'm not gonna make you do that. There's only one gender and it's mine, y'all can't have it. Mom said it's my turn on the gender. I don't even have a gender. How big is the snout piece? Because it says it's a good time to put the snout on now. Oh, it's only 3 rounds. So what I'm gonna do, I have a small ball of yarn. I'll use that up for the snoot really quickly. Hold on. Oh, I misread. I'm a stinky old cisgender. Happy with who I am. Hope you all are happy to be yourselves as well. Yes, of course. We are making a puppy dog. This is a commission for Elvish here on Twitch. Come on, focus on the puppy. Focus on the puppy. Please, I beg. Well, it's blurry, but you can see it. Yeah, and it's not going to be those colors. It's going to be black and white. But, yeah. Okay, I need to not magic ring. Ew. Oop. Okay. 1. Fox, have you ever seen Rocky Horror? I don't think I've ever actually seen it. I just, like, know half the references because everybody I know just recites them like they recite SpongeBob lines. You know what I mean?
It can show feelings
Increase.
only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I know everyone's, like, super into it. I just never really got into it myself. I have a hard time working pieces like this. I just drew one of my friends as one of the characters. Ooh, that's cool. Going into first single crochet. The song reminds me of Funkin'. Whisper yelling to announce my energy and presence. Ah! Hi, Wiccan! I hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. The random sad fox. So when I do send the card, I don't want you to be like, who are these people? Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Increase this one if I can jam my hook in there. Ugh, there we go. And then single three. And increase in the last. Do that. Yes, hello, hello. Okay. How much do I have to donate for you to draw a very overly muscular version of your avatar knitting a sweater with a heart on it? I would say that would run you a fair bit. Sorry, one sec. The only thing I don't like about these hooks is that the grip tends to slide down the hook. Thank you, Cyan, for the biddies. Name your price, I get paid in 3 days. Well, my commissions are not open, but when they are, Wicked, thank you for the biddies! When my commissions are open, a full body shaded piece costs, gosh, what was it? I think $60, if I'm remembering correctly, so it'd be a decent amount. And honestly, I probably should charge more. And there's 3 more quarters. I appreciate y'all, thank you. On this episode of Will Fox ever get another Twitch payout? The world may never know. So many people have moved their subs off of Twitch, which I'm grateful for. I've always wanted to do commissions, but just the fear that no one will want any. I get that. And I had that fear when I opened up my commissions, but then y'all surprised me, and I sold out the same day that I released them. So it's worth a shot. I have a thick. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if I have an embroidery needle thick enough for this yarn. Okay, I got it. Oh, that would be a good idea, Cyan. Just a little art page on Twitter. And just upload your doodles that you put in like Discords and stuff. You know, just put your art out there. Once you get a following, you could open up commissions on there. I guarantee you people would buy from you because your art is beautiful. Oh, it's okay. I was just saying that an art page on Twitter might be a good idea. Because, you know, you could just post your doodles that you post into like people's Discords and stuff. You know, just upload whenever. And once you gain like a little bit of a following, open up commissions, just a couple of slots, see what happens. Couldn't hurt. Okay, it says to add a safety nose. I gotta grab my black yarn. Hang on. I don't use safety noses or safety eyes. I embroider everything. seeing me under. Maybe later in life when I'm not stressed with 6 college classes. Totally fair. Totally fair. I don't think I would have been able to do commissions when I was in college either. That was so much. I don't miss the stress of college. As much fun as it was sometimes. It's very stressful. Did do Abel's profile picture. I'm trying to remember. I always get Abel and Pranks mixed up. I don't know why. Okay, let me read this. Oh my lord. Actually, I should check. I think Bluebell has a black nose, but I need to double check really quick. Bluebell does have a black nose. Great. I did not mean to get rid of my browser. Okay. There we go. But yeah, when I was in college, because I was a music major, I believe I took something like, gosh, something like 10 to 12 classes every semester. Because your ensembles are also courses. But also sometimes you would have to do... Oh! Thank you for even more biddies. But yeah, I took something like 10 to 12 classes each semester because I had multiple ensembles, multiple music courses. You know... my general education courses, so like, if I'm thinking about like when I was a freshman, I did music theory, ear training, which we call aural skills, what else was there? I had, I think 2 ensembles at the time. A couple of gen ed courses. It was just like I think each semester I would have something like freaking my brain is not working. I would have oh, no worries, Wiccan. Oh, I would have usually between 19 and 21 credits and so many classes. So many classes. So I feel your pain, Cyan, for sure. Oh, hello, it's my favorite stream of the week. Hi, Lumi! Excuse me, how are you doing? So good to see you. If y'all don't know Lumi, you should check them out because her streams are great. Very comfy, very nice, very cozy. Doing well and yourself? I'm good, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun with this project that I was struggling with at first, but now it's turning out to be a lot of fun. We're making a plushie of Bluebell, Elle's dog, right now. No you, no you. Sec. Grab my polyfill. Oh gosh, I just shook my whole desk. Okay. Oh, Ender, can you grab my pincushion? It's over on the dresser. Love that. Yeah, this is the pattern we're going off of. Thank you. But yeah, very cute pattern. Having a lot of fun. I always feel so bad when I pin pieces down. Is that Fox, my beloved? Is that Badger, my beloved? Oh my goodness, hi! How are you doing, Badger? Everyone just screaming at each other in chat is so funny. I'm having a day, but I found my coloring book, so vibes? Hell yeah! Gosh, I haven't colored in such a long time. I should print off some coloring pages. Booger. It's a Halloween cat coloring book. Stop. Need right now. That's amazing. You know, I said I haven't colored in a long time, but I guess it depends on what you count as coloring, because I do art, so like, does that count as coloring? I don't know. I forgot I had it, and this morning I printed off a bunch of coloring pages, so extra coloring? Heck yeah. Go where I want you to go, please. I don't know, maybe I'll print off some coloring pages soon and just vibe and color. Gosh, what if I did a coloring stream? That would be nice. We could just hang out and do coloring pages together. Do y'all like that idea? I'd be down. I'd do it. That would be amazing. I'm down. Maybe that'll be our craft stream next week. Now that that's semi-attached, I think I can go ahead and jam some polyfill in here. Also, I'm lurky turkey because I'm working, but I'm here listening and vibing. Yeah, no worries. Totally get it. Build a puppy with clouds. Her nose doesn't cave in. Now I'm not at risk of jabbing myself with pins. I can jam this in here, however. Sorry, you can't super see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so glad I put my coffee in a, like a heat-proof, not heat-proof, one of those tumblers that, like, does a really good job at holding in the heat, because I forgot that I had it, and it's just been sitting here since, like, 5:45. And it would be cold by now if I had just put it in a mug. Now that I'm looking at this, I can fix the eye placement. Whoa. This tail through here. Do you have the black thread? There is a counter. Yes, that's my row counter for the headpiece. And then whenever it's done, I'll just pull it through and it'll come out. I prefer to count my stitches that way, or my rows rather. These stitch markers that I have here for the eyes, which the eyes are crooked now, but these stitch markers get in the way of my hook a lot of times. So I don't like to use them for a row marker so much, but they are nice for marking my spot in my work or where I want to put eyes. I find it so interesting that everyone does it different. Yeah. I think my mom uses she knits, so she uses something a little bit different. But she has these little like rubber circles that she puts on her needles. I have super teeny tiny markers, but I'm not too sure if I like them. I just started using them that way. Yeah. I also find with these, because my fingers are ouchy and creaky, I have a hard time opening and closing them easily. Yeah, the rubber circles are cool, but I don't think they work for crochet. I think they only work for knitting. Because you kind of like, you stick it on your needle and then you put a stitch in front of it. I don't really remember how they work, because like, then wouldn't it be stuck in your project? I don't know. I just know she has little rubber circles. Mama Fox is not here, so she can't tell us her magic. Very bad at using piece of thread for the counter because it confuses me, but I'm trying to figure out what would work best for you. Are you crocheting, friend? Because I can teach you about that. It's one of the easiest methods I've found, personally. You do crochet. Okay. Yeah, I can try to help you if you are interested. Nice, Knife Fox. Heck yeah. Okay, these are not working for marking the eyes. I hate this, so I'm not gonna do it that way. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And if Bluebell's eyes are a little crooked, well, we won't mention it. Okay. Okay, yeah. I can also try to show on this stream while I'm working with it. I think I might have put the snoot on a little crooked, but alright. Let me see if I stuff the head. uh. It's just that the way I stitched the nose on looks a little funky, but I think it'll be okay. Okay. Now, Bluebell has like dark colored eyes. Yeah, so I can just black. Cool. Makes my life easier. Back out so I can stitch this on. Do you prefer thread or yarn over the plastic beads for eyes? I tend to embroider the eyes and nose, all the features and stuff on. I don't own any safety eyes or noses as it stands, and for me it's just easier to just embroider it on instead of having to buy extra pieces. Because I already have the yarn, so I might as well. Yeah. Also, it means that all of my softies are safe for kiddos, because safety eyes, while they are called safety eyes, they can fall out and be a choking hazard. So Part of why I do that is if anybody ever orders anything for their kid, I don't want their kid choking on a piece of plastic that I provided them. That would be really terrible. I would feel awful. So it's a little safer and it's easier for me. But yeah. In July, I was with my grandparents, and their little town had some sort of festival go on. I came back to their house, the crochet doll of the Pokemon Vulpes. That was a good day. Oh my gosh, it's funny you say that. I have a piece in my pile of projects I eventually want to do. And it's a crocheted Vulpes. And hopefully eventually I'll be able to do that project. But yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. It would not. I would feel terrible. It feels so bad. Super derpy, absolutely love it. So cute. Aw. I feel like that's one of my favorite things about handmade like crochet pieces is, for me, I never make a project that looks 100% perfect or 100% exactly like the pattern. And I like that they all have their own like unique character. You know? Trying to decide how I feel about this little snippy tool.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
That startled me. I was not ready for that to happen in the music. The only thing I don't like about the lo-fi on Pretzel is a lot of it has, like talking and stuff in it, and that's just not my favorite.
Just wait for the tone.
I thought that was my phone in the background. Yeah, it startled me for a sec. I was like, I'm back! It's Bluebell! It is Bluebell! I just finished putting the snout on and now I'm embroidering the eyes. I was like, who did I call? Yeah. Yeah. Baby girl. Yeah, what I'm doing is her pieces are going to be all white, and then I'm going to make patches that will get stitched onto each piece. So, the best way I can do it, because otherwise I'd be switching colors like all the time and it would just be a mess. It would not turn out nearly as good.
If you need further assistance, enter pound now. Please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone.
Okay, do I need to do anything else before I stitch this up? Someone knows, safety eyes, stuff with polyfill. Okay.
Goodbye.
We fill her head up with some clouds. My favorite thing is when all of y'all see each other in chat and just start screaming at each other. So good. So funny. Very wholesome. Bluebell kind of looks like Snoopy right now. Alright. I think it's time for me to finish off these last couple of rounds. Oh! You always startle me with those. Thank you for that. Not like we all partake in the same shared spaces outside of stream. We're all just existing on the same, like, 5 corners of the internet, and I'm here for it. Oh, Lumi, I was gonna show you. So basically, the way that the yarn trick works with marking your stitch is when you're at the end of your round, you lay it over top of the next stitch you're about to go into, and then you just put a single crochet or whatever stitch you're doing over top of it, and it just lays in between your stitches, and then when you're done, you just yank it out. And it doesn't get tangled in there as long as you don't tangle it into your stitches. It's the way that Ender taught me to do it, and it's what I prefer. Yeah. And like I said, I like your funny words, Magic Fox. Yeah. I know it doesn't quite make sense. As long as it doesn't tangle onto your stitches, you have too much faith in my lack of ability. Well, here's the thing. As long as you don't, like, actually hook it into your stitch, and I always use, like, a highly contrasting color so I can see that it's not happening. Like, as long as you don't get it onto your hook and pull it into the stitch, you should be fine. But yeah, since this is a white project, I'm using a black piece of yarn. Sometimes when I'm working on dark projects, I'll use like a very light color, like not necessarily white, but like a pastel yarn. And it's a really good use of your scrap pile if you keep your scraps around. Come on, give me the yarn. Thank you. Lose a stitch. Aw, nuts. Well, right at the end we're just closing it up, so I don't think it's gonna affect it too much. I've always wanted to learn how to crochet. I've been thinking about making mini tutorials and posting them on like Ko-fi and Fan House. I was thinking of teaching myself how to crochet left-handed so that I can make left and right-handed versions, because lots of people for crochet and knitting will just be like, you know, just do the reverse of it, and that doesn't always work. It's not that intuitive, you know. So I was thinking of teaching myself how to do some stuff left-handed and see if I can make some like tutorials and stuff. But I don't know how much interest there is. You paint better with your left hand. That's cool. I'm guessing you're right-handed primarily? I think I need to add more flavoring to that. That flavor of coffee. Primarily, yeah. Okay. That's cool. I taught myself how to draw with my left hand because carpal tunnel. Oof, yeah. And I think that's another reason that it would be good for me to learn how to do crochet and stuff with my other hand. Because if one hand gets tired, I can give it a break while the other one does some work. That's what I'm saying, Lumi. Okay, Cyan, pop off. Imagine being able to draw with both of your hands can be me. When I get the chance, I just like seeing the results. Come on. I can't even draw with one. I like your drawings, the ones that I've seen you do on stream, like the ones in paint. They're so cute. I'm being serious. What? Listen, your art does not have to be skilled or good to be like fun and evoke emotion. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, so the yarn that I used as a stitch marker, I just pull and it slides right out. Now there's no yarn in there. What I'm gonna do, pull out a long tail. Stitch this guy up. Mine looked like something a kid would draw, and that's totally fine. Honestly, I like any kind of art as long as it's fun and it doesn't hurt anyone, you know? None of those, though. It's a really terrible drawing with a mouse. I beg to differ. I'm thinking about one of the last streams that you had, one of your most recent ones, where you drew, like, it was a couple of Pokemon having a picnic, and I loved that. It was so precious and so good. It made me really happy. Oh, Fox, I love you endlessly. I love you, Lumi. You are wonderful. But yeah, it's a good drawing. It is not bad. It's so good. But Pokemon, yeah. I don't even know how I'd share that in this chat. I think Twitch links are enabled, but I don't want you to get yelled at by Nightbot again. I don't know if anybody like clipped it or anything. Was it you? Maybe it was someone else. Somebody tried to put a link to Does the Dog Die the other day when I was playing Deltarune. I thought that was you, but maybe it was someone else. You got like timed out for 5 seconds or something, and Nightbot was like, no links! But maybe that was someone else. Okay. I was like, I thought that was you, but lots of people with pink names, and my brain is very forgetful. Okay. Alright, I'm back. I hope everybody had a good break. I stretched my wrists out. I feel good. I feel refreshed. And yeah, so this project, I'm not using a pattern. I'm making it up as I go. And what I'm doing is I'm making a frog, and my plan is to just kind of make an orb that will have 2 little feet attached to the bottom. And then, I gotta make the pilot hat, which I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna do that. But, trying to decide what size hook I want to use. I think I'm gonna go with the E-hook, which is a 3.5 millimeter, and not a G, which is a 4. It'll just make the stitches a little bit tighter.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness.
Oops. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna use the same stitch marker I'm using on the other project,
Tiny flames
or that I was
dance
using
across the
rather,
darkness.
because very different color, so. Oh. Oh, and I didn't mention. Oh. I'm using the same yarn that I used to make this froggy fidget. It's not the softest, but it's what I have. And it shows up really dull on this camera, but it's actually like a lime green. I like the clicky. Yeah. It was like a really quick, easy tutorial I found on TikTok like a couple weeks ago, and I just had to throw one together.
in a writer, I'm looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table. So that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Shush. Let me check something real quick. Hi, what is it you're making? Hi, is it okay if I call you Jules? I'm working on a frog plush right now. I'm kind of just making up the pattern as I go. My plan for it is to just make it kind of an orb with some feet on the bottom. And yeah, give it a couple of lumps that I embroider the eyes on. I'm checking the reference that my client sent me to make sure it's kind of the shape that they had sent. I think I'm remembering it correctly. Yeah, that's about what I remembered. Okay. It is for N. It is. Jules is fine? Great. But yeah, it's just gonna be a really simple pattern. Nothing too complicated. I was working on a different project. I'll go grab it. Oh, right as I took my headphones off, I heard it just leaving. Fox, have a great rest of your stream. Gonna drop into my other friend's stream. Love you. Have a good one, Cyan. Thank you. So the pattern we were working on was for a puppy dog, but I'm almost out of this white yarn. So I'm gonna hold off on working on this any longer until I get more of this yarn. I'm always impressed when people can make their own patterns. That's so good. Oh, thank you. I just have made so many different plushies of different like shapes and sizes that I can kind of like figure out what I need to do, you know, to get the thing that was in my brain. It was for the one and only Bluebell. Elvish in chat is the one who commissioned me for the dog. Yeah, the way I look at it is everything is just made of a bunch of spheres, cubes, and tubes. And you just gotta figure out how to put those together to make the shape that you want. Probably could have started with a bigger magic ring, but that's okay. 6 is just my favorite size magic ring to work with. It sounds easy when you put it like that, but I know in reality I wouldn't find it that easy. Yeah, I get that. The first pattern I wrote was actually one of the harder projects I've done. Let me see if I can dig up a picture. I know I sent it to one of my pals at one point. Yeah, I made a little dinosaur. Oh, it's so hard to see. Come on, camera. There we go. Made a little dinosaur friend. That was a lot of fun. It was based on like a very specific plushie, and I feel like I did okay. I think I need a dino. Aw. Well, hopefully I'll be able to open commissions up again one more time before the year is out. We'll see. I'm designing my own knitting patterns, nothing impressive but a long way off with crochet. Ooh, my mom knits. I can't, for the life of me, figure knitting out. It doesn't work in my brain. I can't wrap my head around it. No pun intended. But yeah, my mom tried to teach me how to knit a long time ago and I just couldn't figure it out. And then my partner last year taught me how to crochet and I've just been making lots of stuff ever since. I don't know how many steps I just did. Oopsie. I'm thankful that these days we have step-by-step tutorials on YouTube. Oh, for sure. They have taught me many a stitch and many a technique, and I am definitely very grateful for that also. The only thing that I don't like about video tutorials becoming so popular is that people will just do a video tutorial. Oh, thank you so much for that follow, I appreciate it. But people will just do the video and won't do any like written instructions, which kind of bums me out because I like to have both. I prefer the written instructions on my own, and then if I get stuck on something, I like to have a visual. And photos don't always do it for me, you know? But it's like, I like to have both, and I understand why people don't do both. That's a lot of energy and a lot of time, but just for me personally, like, that's what I would prefer. I'm the same, it's nice to have a pattern with it. Yeah. And there's also like times where the instructions aren't written in a way that I can easily comprehend. One, because I'm dyslexic, so things jump around on the page, but two, just like being generally neurodivergent in a lot of ways, like I have a hard time understanding some written instructions. Just because like they can be really, really hard to like kind of grasp, I guess. I don't know. They're just not always clear to me. So sometimes I like really need a visual. Alright, I'm back. I hope everybody had a good break. I stretched my wrists out. I feel good. I feel refreshed. And yeah, so this project, I'm not using a pattern. I'm making it up as I go. And what I'm doing is I'm making a frog, and my plan is to just kind of make an orb that will have 2 little feet attached to the bottom. And then, I gotta make the pilot hat, which I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna do that. But trying to decide what size hook I want to use. I think I'm gonna go with the E hook, which is a 3.5 millimeter, and not a G, which is a 4. It'll just make the stitches a little bit tighter.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness.
Oops. There we go. I'm just gonna use the same stitch marker I'm using on the other project,
Tiny flames
or that I was using rather, because very different color. So. Oh, and I didn't mention. Oh. So I'm using the same yarn that I used to make this froggy fidget. It's not the softest, but it's what I have. And it shows up really dull on this camera, but it's actually like a lime green. I like the clicky. Yeah. It was like a really quick, easy tutorial I found on TikTok like a couple weeks ago, and I just had to throw one together.
In a writer, I'm looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table. So that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
Shush. Check something real quick. Hi, what is it you're making? Hi, is it okay if I call you Jules? I'm working on a frog plush right now. I'm kind of just making up the pattern as I go. My plan for it is to just make it kind of an orb with some feet on the bottom. And yeah, give it a couple of lumps that I embroider the eyes on. I'm checking the reference that my client sent me to make sure it's kind of the shape that they had sent. I think I'm remembering it correctly. Yeah, that's about what I remembered. Okay. It is for N. It is. Jules is fine? Great. But yeah, it's just gonna be a really simple pattern. Nothing too complicated. I was working on a different project. I'll go grab it. Oh, right as I took my headphones off, I heard it just leaving. Fox, have a great rest of your stream. Gonna drop into my other friend's stream. Love you. Have a good one, Cyan. Thank you. So the pattern we were working on was for a puppy dog, but I'm almost out of this white yarn. So I'm gonna hold off on working on this any longer until I get more of this yarn. I'm always impressed when people can make their own patterns. That's so good. Oh, thank you! I just have made so many different plushies of different, like, shapes and sizes that, I can kind of, like, figure out what I need to do, you know? To get the thing that was in my brain. It was for the one and only Bluebell. Elvish in chat is the one who commissioned me for the dog. Yeah, the way I look at it is everything is just made of a bunch of spheres, cubes, and tubes. And you just gotta figure out how to put those together to make the shape that you want. Probably could have started with a bigger magic ring, but that's okay. 6 is just my favorite size magic ring to work with. It sounds easy when you put it like that, but I know in reality I wouldn't find it that easy. Yeah, I get that. The first pattern I wrote was actually one of the harder projects I've done. Let me see if I can dig up a picture. I know I sent it to one of my pals at one point. Yeah, I made a little dinosaur. Oh, it's so hard to see. Come on, camera. There we go. Made a little dinosaur friend. That was a lot of fun. It was based on like a very specific plushie, and I feel like I did okay. I think I need a dino. Aw. Well, hopefully I'll be able to open commissions up again one more time before the year is out. We'll see. I'm designing my own knitting patterns. Nothing impressive, but a long way off with crochet. Ooh, my mom knits. I can't, for the life of me, figure knitting out. It doesn't work in my brain. I can't wrap my head around it. No pun intended. But yeah, my mom tried to teach me how to knit a long time ago, and I just couldn't figure it out. And then my partner last year taught me how to crochet, and I've just been making lots of stuff ever since. I don't know how many stitches I just did. Oopsie. I'm thankful that these days we have step-by-step tutorials on YouTube. Oh, for sure. They have taught me many a stitch and many a technique, and I am definitely very grateful for that also. The only thing that I don't like about video tutorials becoming so popular is that people will just do a video tutorial. Oh, thank you so much for that follow, I appreciate it. But people will just do the video and won't do any like written instructions, which kind of bums me out because I like to have both. I prefer the written instructions on my own, and then if I get stuck on something, I like to have a visual. And photos don't always do it for me, you know? But it's like, I like to have both, and I understand why people don't do both. That's a lot of energy and a lot of time, but just for me personally, like, that's what I would prefer. I'm the same, it's nice to have a pattern with it. Yeah. And there's also like times where the instructions aren't written in a way that I can easily comprehend. One, because I'm dyslexic, so things jump around on the page, but two, just like being generally neurodivergent in a lot of ways, like I have a hard time understanding some written instructions. Just because like they can be really, really hard to like kind of grasp, I guess. I don't know. They're just not always clear to me. So sometimes I like really need a visual. I get where you're coming from. I have some brain damage and it affects how I learn. Yeah. For me, I am autistic and I have ADHD. And so, I don't know. I just struggle with written instructions a lot. It's really hard. My brain just doesn't quite work the same way as a lot of people's. I will say though, when patterns are like really clear and really easy to understand, it's just such a blessing. I'm a visual learner for sure. Yeah, I feel that. Depends on the thing for me, I think. We're all different and find our own way. Exactly! And each way is absolutely valid. You know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Also, I'm sorry if my model's mouth like randomly hangs open. It's usually because I'm counting stitches quietly to myself.
Remember all the happy times we had? We're very much alike. Remember all the happy times we had? We're very much
Open mouth's not so bad. It's another thing if it starts drooling, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Which happens to me sometimes. I'll just open my mouth and I'll drool a little bit sometimes. Embarrassing. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Misclicks happen all the time. No worries. Yeah. I don't know, sometimes I literally just like open my mouth and I'm just like trying not to drool on myself, you know? Me too, Amy. All the time. Oh my god. It's very late here in the UK, so my fingers aren't working so well. Oh, that's so fair. Oh gosh, yeah, what? It's like 1 a.m. over there, yeah? Literally be sitting and suddenly I'm choking. Me too. My mom always jokes that I got it from my Nana, because my Nana was the exact same way. Oh gosh, that's so late. Although I'm one to talk, I'm always up super late. My body, like, doesn't let me sleep until, like, 1 or 2 in the morning. I find my mouth open so often when I'm wearing my mask. I'm just sitting there vibing, like... So fucking true, though. Trying to think with stretch. How big? I don't want it to be massive, but I don't want it to be like teensy tiny. Gonna head off and get some sleep. Lovely to meet you. Hope to catch another one of your streams soon. Take care. Have a good one, Jules. Thank you so much for popping in. It was great to meet you as well. I hope you get some good rest. Love how it looks like your avatar is just vibing. It's funny because I literally am just like sitting here like bopping back and forth. Chilling. Having a good time. I'm gonna stretch for just a minute. As good as this chair is, I do still slouch a bit in it. So I do need to stretch my back out every now and then, and my neck. Because my neck tends to be like, wah, while I'm working on stuff. Ah. As much as I sometimes kind of feel bad for like not talking when I do crafting streams, it's also kind of nice to just like sit here and listen to music and like be in the company of other people while I'm working. Like it almost feels like a co-working stream. It's nice. I hope y'all don't mind. Like I'm all for like talking whenever people are chatting in chat, but you know, it's also nice to just kind of sit here. I had to BRB. What are we working on now? I am working on Pilot Frog for N. I'm making up the pattern as I go, so we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I'm excited. I really hope it turns out well. I just kind of like, I'm kind of just making an orb that's gonna have a hat. I might give it a tie too. I think that would be cute. And had said if you can't do a pilot hat, then give it a tie or just a plain frog. But I'm like, what if I did a hat and a tie? This song is a vibe. Honestly, every time it comes on, I use the lo-fi playlist on Pretzel, and I've heard it a couple times before, and every time it comes on, I'm like, this person's voice is so pretty. Especially those like really floaty high notes that they do. It's a really good song. Like, that part is so good. Yeah. I want to eventually branch out into like other playlists on Pretzel, but the lo-fi just has so many good like vibey songs that I don't know. I just kind of stick with it. Let me adjust really quickly. Ugh. Stretch a little bit. Oh. Sorry. Didn't mean to ruin the vibes there. Thanks, Ender. Hi, me versus you. How you doing? Good to see you. I think it happened before where you say hi to me and your caption showed Jamie. Oh, interesting. Doing good though, just been lurking. Aw, thank you for the lurks. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing good. I might end here soon because I am starting to feel a bit fatigued and I don't want to overdo it. But I am very pleased with all of the progress I've gotten done tonight. So I feel comfortable ending a little early. I got some stuff done that I wanted to do. I even started on a project I didn't super plan on starting, so yeah. Not too shabby. But yeah, my back and my neck and my wrists a bit are starting to feel a little sore. Gotta get going, dear friend. Thank you so much for stream today. Thanks for popping in, Lumi. It was so good to see you. I'm gonna give one more little shout out to Lumi before I go. Or before they go, rather. If you have not checked out Lumi before, definitely do so. You are missing out if you do not know her. Just really great streams, really great vibes. Much love. Have a good night, Lumi. It's good. You need to rest and not wear yourself out. Yeah, and I'm very good at wearing myself out and not taking breaks when I should. I'm trying to get better about it, especially because since taking on so many commissions, I have been working myself a little bit too hard. I offered a really short time frame for my crochet projects, and I realized that that just wasn't realistic. So, you know, I'm learning. This is the first time I've really done this. Like, I've taken a couple of commissions just like randomly here and there before, but never the way that I did it this time. And so yeah, I'm kind of learning like how much I can work on things and how quick I can work on things and stuff like that. And my limits are different from what I thought they were, and that's okay. I'm trying to watch you crochet and the gears in my head are turning, but nothing's happening. I can slow it down for you if my camera will even focus on it. Stick my hook. Oh, it's so blurry. Focused for like a second before, and now it doesn't want to anymore. I guess I can't do that, but I stick my hook through a stitch and I wrap the yarn around the hook and I pull it through, and now I have 2 loops on my hook. Now I loop it around and I pull it through both of the loops. And now you have a stitch. That's really hard to see because this camera's autofocus is not good. I just get into a groove, especially when I'm just doing the same stitch over and over and I don't have to count. And I just kind of zoom. But that's where it gets dangerous because I can just start grooving and going really fast, and that wears me out really fast sometimes. And that at least makes sense, but it would probably take me a while to learn myself. Yeah, it definitely takes a good amount of practice. And if you're like me, a lot of tears. I had a whole meltdown over a project yesterday, and it was kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. But, you know, nobody's perfect. But this is a pattern I'm making up, so I can just kind of like, do whatever. Yeah, it's okay though. I ended up ripping it apart and picking a different pattern that made more sense to me. And And that one's working out a lot better. But yeah, this one I'm just kind of like making up on the fly. You know, it's going. I think I'm gonna finish this row and then call it a night. I think that would be good. It'll only take me another minute or two. Yeah, I'm like definitely really starting to feel it, especially in my right wrist, which is the one that has my crochet hook. Oh, thank you. I'll still be on for like another minute or two, but yeah. Of course, I'm not just gonna boop and stream as soon as I'm done with the row. That would be hilarious. Oh! Hi, Goblin! Thank you for that fart. How was your stream? Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. L? Thanks for that nasty fart. That's alright, it happens. Yeah, Twitch has been weird about raids lately. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the double plays. That means we're probably gonna get another nasty fart. It's probably a good thing you didn't end up getting to raid me, because I'm literally about to end. My body's starting to hurt a little bit. Hi, Ann! I'm working on your project! Oh, yep, there's the double play on that. Hi, Hex! Good to see you. And I'm making up your pattern as I work on it. So I'm not using a pattern, I'm making it up on the fly. Choice? Yeah, freehand I guess is one way to put it. Yeah. It's gonna be a big frog. I didn't want to make it tiny. It is not a hat. It's going to be a frog with a pilot hat. So it's going to be a plushie. As I do more rows, it'll create more of a bowl shape, and eventually it'll just be an orb. But yeah, so I started on that when I came back from my break. And the first half of stream, we finished up to this point on the Bluebell plushie for L. So this is where we are with this one. But I ran out of the white yarn that I'm using for this one. So, well, I'm almost out. So I have to go pick up more before I can work on this more. So I figured I might as well get a head start on N's plush. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Because my neck and my back and my wrists are very tired and hurting. I'm gonna switch to my chatting screen. But thank you all for being here and hanging out. Yeah! Thanks to y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. I don't really think I have the energy to raid tonight. I know I haven't been doing a lot of raids lately. But, you know. You don't have to raid at the end of every stream, and I think that we should all accept that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream. You want to drop me off at Loomies? Thank you for streaming. Glad I got to pop in, even though raiding didn't work. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, let the music play out, leave y'all on my ending screen, and we'll be back on Thursday. I'll probably play some games. Maybe Deltarune, and if we finish that early, then I'll probably switch to Dead by Daylight or something. But yeah, so I'll see you all on Thursday. Until then, have a great rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for the fart right at the end. And I will see you all in just a couple days. Bye, everybody! Oh, okay, bye for real now.